Good morning, y'all. It's Timothy. I don't feel like myself as much as I used to before, but I already know it's probably because of sleep deprivation reasons and not enough hobbies. And the usual fucking issue. But I also know where I got that from because when we were young, like me and my siblings, especially me and my sister, we both have like attention span and focus issues. She has diagnosed ADHD, and me, well, I have multiple fucking concussions that have led to ADHD like symptoms. But if someone did say, hey, it's Mia, maybe that was also a thing when you were younger that just went unnoticed because they already, like, I don't know, when they weren't abusing you, they would, like, they didn't really give a shit and neglected you. And then otherwise, it was, oh, hey, this chick's autistic. Cool. She can have no other issues. That's just what it is. And it's like that, I guess. I don't know. But either way, me and my sister always struggled with cleaning our room, and our mom had this stupid idea. With all her fucking stupid ideas, she's very prone to do a lot of stupid shit. She basically was like, hey, guess what? None of you can go to sleep or until you finish cleaning up your room. And so she'd try and force us to stay awake until like 3 a.m. or so, doing nothing but, picking things up off our floor, organizing our closets, just taking shit from under our bed and putting it in other places, throwing things away. And also, I really didn't appreciate that. Plus, sometimes whenever she wanted, she would just go through our stuff and throw out whatever she felt like. Stupid shit. Ugh, just, classic toxic parenting stuff. And I think that paired with like how she always would treat me whenever I wasn't doing something productive really did do a number on me. And since I recognize it, I'm always like prone to tell other people, especially my friends who have that same feeling. Like, I doubt my friend Desi is gonna see this. I don't know. I haven't posted. Maybe I'll post this one to my Instagram too. It's been a while. Maybe. I don't fucking know. I don't really care about that app anymore. But I guess I'll list off some examples. I have this very nice friend of mine who I met in like a game Discord, and they're amazing. But they also have had like they still live with their family. They just turned 20, overbearing parents. Typical bullshit of toxic, abusive parents. And I always have to segue people into realizing, yes, your parents are actually very abusive and toxic because I know how that feels to have no one tell you for a long time, and you just have to figure it out for yourself. Moving on. And they told me how for generations their parents were always the type that was like, even if you take like a moment to yourself just to like lay down or sleep, they will disrupt it because they find it being lazy. So if you aren't 24, damn near 24/7 doing everything all at once to grind, hustle, and make money, they will consider you lazy. And she even told me about how she had like, she was running at least like four different programs and also a like Sunday school service, and her dad still called her lazy despite her literally doing like 16 hours every fucking day of work and barely even getting a few hours to herself. But in those few hours of her resting, he'd call her lazy or say some fucked up shit. And I've been telling her your worth is not rooted in your like productivity. And then she told me, yeah, but my family's always been that way. They've always been the hustle and grind set type people. Like, just for generations, even the really old people in my family. Like, my grandpa is like 93. And then she was talking about how her grandpa is like 93 and still like, still like always tries to grind and make money, can never be seen like sitting down or resting. He has a fuck ton of money but doesn't spend it, lives as frugally as possible, and is just making tons of money, tons of money, tons of money that he doesn't even use. He saves, and it's like no vacations, no rest breaks, just work. That's a very toxic mindset to have, and I informed her of it, and she really thanked me for it, and I'm glad because if I can just let other people know, no, you're not lazy for just being tired after like a fucking overtime 10-hour shift at work or 12-hour shift with no food, no breaks, or no lunch. And if you just want to take a bath and sleep and then like make some tea and lay the fuck down and sleep on your day off, you can do that. And they can shit on you all they want, but it doesn't change the fact that you earned it. Like Lily, you earned it. Hell, back in the day, just doing that alone probably would be enough to like get you a fucking house somewhere, and the economy has changed. So people just want to throw the "ooh, you're just lazy, not working hard enough" out whenever they can. It's like, no, we're doing the best we can. People need breaks. I just don't like how people have made it so sinful to take breaks or to relax. If anything, that's something I realized I I know I've made videos on here on my Instagram or YouTube, a little bit of both, about how I experienced burnout really fucking hard and how I was tired of like working really hard and then needing like an entire day or an entire week to recover until I realized, oh yeah, break is something that humans have needed to do for extensive periods of time. Rest and relaxation are built into our DNA encoding. We're supposed to lay our asses down every once in a while. We aren't always supposed to be up and at 'em. Like, even in the fucking caveman days, they'd be like, okay, you spend all day hunting for boars or like picking berries, and then once you go, oh, we have enough berries and shit, we are safe from danger, let's eat and relax. You lay your asses down. You eat the food. You fuck your wife. You play with your kid or whatever. You teach them how to, I don't know, hit a hoop against a stick or whatever the fuck they did in that era. Don't mind me. I'm just on a train of thought right now. But yeah, and then I realized, oh yeah, like my mom would always be the type to like, she's such a stupid bore bitch. In a nutshell, she'd always have this habit where if I was in the middle of cleaning and decided, okay, cool, I've done at least like 6 different very intensive tasks, mini tasks, big tasks, whatever. But either way, it drained me enough, and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna listen to like one song and take a break, or like a couple songs, or I'm gonna eat some food or sip some tea. And then, right as it doesn't matter actually if I was in the middle of taking a break or cleaning, she'd kick open my door. She loved doing that, kicking open doors, just swinging it open as hard as she could, and then trying to search around every corner or like act like she's gonna ask me something just to start immediately yelling like see, you out here not doing shit, what the fuck is this, what's in this closet, and then she'd just start opening random dressers of mine. And it's like, that's also a big factor too. I was like, yeah, I'm not going back there when I did move out, because I thought, yeah, they can't really keep the whole, oh, you're like 19, 20. They can't just keep like saying you're this age so you can't act like the way you're acting, but then also proceed to treat me as if I'm like the same 12-year-old they could like take the shit of, toss out if they didn't like it. You know, like you gotta set boundaries. That's exactly why I left. It's like because I thought, do I really want to turn 21 and still be at home, still having my being degraded, boundaries violated, just like treated like shit? Do I? And the answer is no. I didn't, so I left. And I'm very happy with being my current reality. Best possible reality. I'm embracing it. And exactly how I'm embracing it is by taking rest and knowing when I need to move and listening to what my body needs. And it benefits me because, hell, for like, it took a fucking year for me to finally realize, okay, if I'm working like extremely hard all the fucking time, eventually I'm going to crash. And when I crash, I'm going to get sick. I'm going to feel ill. I'm going to realize, oh shit, I haven't eaten in like 1 to 2 days, because that's also a punishment thing that I had been used to. I'm going to be like, oh, okay, I feel very faint. I haven't slept. Or I'm going to sleep through an entire day. And then up starts the cycle of like, feeling like my life is back on track, just to collapse under the immense weight of responsibilities or pressure. And then it's like, where's the pressure coming from? And then I realized, oh, it's that little voice in my head that sounds a lot like how my parents used to sound, trying to make me feel guilty for resting. And so it's like, yeah, maybe instead of like trying to do everything within 2 days, then doing only like 4 things, crashing and burning, then being unable to be productive for like a month because I traumatized myself by doing way too much and punishing myself and making it feel like, some ruthless job. Like, I don't need to do that bullshit anymore of carrot and stick with like, hey, you're not gonna be fed all day, you aren't gonna be allowed to do anything all day, you just fucking clean your room and do nothing else. I don't need to do that anymore. And ever since I realized that, I've been doing so much better. Because then it's like, okay, how about I make a list of tasks? And I make a list of tasks. I've always done that, even when I lived with my stupid ass fucking mother. And, if she knew that about me, she would have probably been a lot more easy on me. Because then I would have showed her, hey, the only reason I haven't gotten a million things done today is because I need to meticulously, to make sure I not only remember everything I need to do, but make sure I keep track of all I've done. I need to make a checklist of each and every single thing I need to change around this room to improve, and then I'll aim to do a few tasks a day, or at least see which ones are the most reasonable and build up from there. So usually that's a huge process. So I've just been letting myself, okay, I need to clean my room. What do I need to fix? And then I give myself like a day to dwell on it. Even too, like if I'm like, okay, I just got off work and I don't want to instantly start cleaning my room, I go, okay. Then I can lay down, I can sleep as much as I want, and then I can watch video games, play video games as much as I want, laze around, do whatever the fuck I want. Because I'm a grown woman. This affects no one but me. And then even when I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready to clean, I think, are you? Or do you need a few more hours? And then a trick I learned is to even make myself wait longer. And then when my brain tries to go, okay, I'm ready. Because sometimes my brain tells me I'm ready, but my body isn't. Because sometimes I'll be like, okay, I want to clean, but then I drain myself out just trying to list everything to do. But when I actually make myself go, okay, I spent all of yesterday sleeping and relaxing, let's go for a second day. Then it makes my brain fight back, like, what? No. What about? And then it starts listing off tasks, and it's like, I just go, okay, now I know what tasks I want to do, but I'm still going to lay down because I know I need to rest. And then I'll just let my brain battle between, like, hey, I'm resting, I'm peaceful, and bitch, get shit done. And the reason I do this is because I know the angrier I get, the more it ironically helps me, like, focus on exactly how I'll do tasks. Because then I'll be laying down, resting, relaxing. My brain is like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, see, I can't wait to get my hands on this shit tomorrow. I know exactly what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to go for this fuck ass floor. Next, I'm going to go for the kitchen. Ooh, then I can mop the entire fucking house. I'm going to use all these fancy teas and cleaning supplies I got. I can clean all the windows. These mirrors are funky as hell. And then my brain will just start doing that, like, as a little background noise track as I'm just like watching a fucking YouTube video or listening to the Beyonce album for the millionth time in a fucking row. And then the day comes, and instead of dreading cleaning, it'll be me excited to clean. I've got myself hyped up and amped up. It'll give me the same feeling of like how a kid feels before like a field trip, or how someone feels before like a second date with someone they really like. So if I can invoke that excitement in me by delaying a task, then that will make me do it 10 times easier. And then I'll go, okay, I'll just do like, let's say it's 10 tasks that I have to do. I'll start with the two easiest and then just say do 2 tasks a day. That way I won't burn myself out. I won't have days where I just do 5 tasks and then I fuck up so badly, like with my own physical limits and boundaries, that then ironically I go, fuck, this is exhausting. I hate my life. I need to do a huge Domino's order. I need to sleep for a week, and then next thing you know, I backtrack, and my floor is covered with like Domino's boxes, or my bed's drenched in sweat, and I just washed the bed sheets or whatever. Like, you know, you need to, things like that need change. So that, sorry, I have a bit of a headache. So that is why I like to take my time on certain things to make sure it's like 100% I want to do something. And then usually I do my tasks. Like, for example, I was like, okay, I have 2 tasks to do. Okay, all I have to do is put, and then I'll just break it down into little bits in the like least wordy ways possible to make them seem doable. Like, okay, look at my little list. Put art supplies in living room. Yeah, I can do that. And then I pick any single marker off the floor, or book off the floor, or anything like artsy related, and I put it in the living room. Then my floor gets more clear, and then it's like, okay, check that off. Option 2, set in a laundry order. Okay. Then I look up a laundry website, schedule a little pickup, go about my business, and then just wait until the next day when they're gonna pick it up. Then I'm like, okay, actually, yeah, after these 2 tests, I still feel like I've got energy. What else can I do? And then I trick my mind into like overachieving, but like because it wants to, not because I'm making it. Because if my brain is like, ah, shit, I have to do 5 fucking tasks today, I can only do like 2 and then I'm having a breakdown. Instead, I can trick it. It'll be like, only do 2 tasks a day. I do those 2 tasks, easy as fuck, and then it's like, okay, you know what? That felt minuscule. What else can I do? And I can get myself excited again. Make sure I'm agile, focused, and I'll start, being excited for tasks. And that'll make me happy. And then that's how I've been going about cleaning my room so far. And now it's nice. My floor is actually, well, let's just say if you saw it before, you would have been like, ooh. But now you're seeing it and you're like, yeah, lots of progress. I'm just working on shit. Oh, and I guess with my friend Isaiah, I also talked to my friend Isaiah. Excuse me. Some bullshit happened. Well, they were just going through a lot of stuff, and they were feeling burnout, and they were like, "Shit, I'm not as productive as I used to be. I don't feel like optimistic. I don't feel pleasant." And they're usually like a fucking sunshiny ass person. Like, they're one of those people you see that like everybody fucking knows because they're so cool, and that everybody loves them. So I knew, okay, they're online talking about some really depressing shit. I know that they need someone to talk to. And I was surprised no one bothered. But well, maybe people were just busy or didn't know what to say. But I was like, hey, notice you were talking about like how you're less optimistic and more pessimistic and burnt out. And I just wanted to let you know that everybody needs rest. Sometimes rest is just your body telling you that something big's happening and that you have a bit of time to happen before like it can occur. I guess some examples for that is, you know, I guess I could use one example. I know that right now I'm in the period of my life where it's like I'm just waiting for the big stuff. Like my birthday is coming up. I got that big celebration. I got my anniversary coming up. I got I got a screenwriting contest coming up, and I know that it's just for now. It's like since I can't immediately jump to like the big boom moments of these events because I know I'm not ready. Now it's just the slow, a little bit annoying period where I know I just have to prioritize rest. I have to like, I don't have to be active all the time. Sometimes I can just lay my ass down, and that's good enough. That's exactly what I aim for. I just aim for like good enough. Not perfect, not amazing, good enough. I don't know if I'm making much sense, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Van Gogh had to go through like a whole bunch of shit, like cutting his ear off and all that shit just to make Starry Night. Like, they had shit to have happen mentally before they could, have shit happen. Well, okay, I don't like using Van Gogh as an example because he's a rapist and also a whole lot of other shit, but just, you get my gist, right? You gotta be, you gotta lay your ass down sometimes. If you keep going at the rate you are, where it's like I always have to do something, always, that's something my mom always had an issue with. I think me and my sister both speculate that she had very severe OCD, especially due to her fucked up childhood with my bitch ass nasty ass grandmother. And so it wouldn't surprise me if because of like the household she had back then and needing to do everything by herself and always having some bullshit happen from like one parent or another that now she feels she has to be perfect. I think that's always been her issue. She feels like she needs to be perfect at everything, which brushed off on her kids. Not fucking wonderful. Anyway, and so she would always talk about how she couldn't even sit in the home for like even if she did have a day off from like her job in child care, which she should not have because she's damn near a pedophile herself and she's fucking abusive. It could be like, one second. Like you just need days to. Oh yeah, she would just like not be able to relax because she would always have that instinct that something needs to be cleaned, and also that instinct would brush up on other people. Because even if everyone in the house was cool and fine and nothing was an issue, suddenly one day she could just decide, hey, go through, open your dressers, and she'd go through our dressers and start yelling at us, saying that our dressers were not organized enough, or go through our closet and then say that our clothes weren't fucking good enough. We'll just like invade our personal space to even try and clock us for whatever lifestyle we fucking had, which didn't really help any of us. Like, if anything, she's the reason I hate cleaning now because it's like, oh, okay, so I'm just supposed to have a no breaks, like instantly get everything done, or like be considered a useless fucking failure mindset. I don't like that. No, I've been having so much more progress when it's like, okay, I'll work really hard for a day or so. Take another day, rest, relax, breathe. Wait till I'm ready. Okay, head, cool. Body, wants to move. Legs, non sore. Yes, I can continue. And then I'll figure out is this like energy that needs to be expelled through like a positive hobby, like dancing or a nice walk or seeing my lovely, amazing boyfriend or friend? Or is it energy that would not be minded to be like squatting on the floor picking up trash bits today? So, it's one of those things. Moral of the story, since I don't want to be too long in this video. Oh, my friend Isaiah appreciated the advice, by the way. They're doing so much better now once they realized, okay, I'm just in the waiting journey of my life. Rome wasn't built in a day. Like, it takes plants time to grow too. Not everyone can just be perfect immediately. Sometimes you need time to, like, relax, chill out, sleep, rest, eat, just savor the moment, be grateful for what you have, and just enjoy the moments of silence and peace while you can. And then just appreciate it. And then just know some of the best revelations you can possibly have usually can occur in moments where, like, it's just radio silence. Like, you're not doing shit. Like, hell, some of my best script ideas and scenes have came just from watching a stupid video online whenever I was procrastinating or needed a break. Or whenever I was on Pinterest, or whenever I was just looking at little shit. Like, not everything, like, you can be productive even just through rest. Like, honestly, that's when people can find their most amazing sources for, like, inspiration or wisdom. Just since they went, I'm not gonna do this task today, I'm just gonna vibe. And then they find some vibes that will change their life forever. Yeah, hell, I was even making this video because I knew I was burning myself out today. I knew, I have the pressure to clean, but I don't even want to clean. I want today to be a day where I just kind of laze around. Or at the very least, laze around until my body tells me that it feels like cleaning. And then I just relax and lie. So I thought I'll make a YouTube video. I know that makes me happy. And it does. It always makes me so happy. And I feel a lot better. Yeah, so I'll probably watch a YouTube video of some gamers after this, or like vibe, and then I'll just wait until my body says, hey, alright, your knees feel better, your mind feels refreshed, you feel like picking that shit up off your floor yet? Or, and if my body says nope, then it'll be like, okay, we'll figure this out when we need to figure it out. I'm trying not to take too long to clean my room, just since I know the last time I did resulted in me spending a lot of money on laundry and a lot of time trying to clean my room just for the laundry to ironically get dirty or not have a place to be put, or, just a whole lot of mess. So I do admit I have that pressure on myself, but I'm trying not to let it get too intense. I just gotta remind myself, hey, I can relax today, I got a date tomorrow, and then Friday when my clothes come back, I'll figure something out. That's all. So yeah, just take time to rest. God bless and amen. Have a nice one. Peace out.